This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so what's the last class?
Conditional statements.
Conditional statements, right?
Conditional
So from this particular conditional statements, I think I already explained about all conditional statements. Now from the control statements, we need to talk about the looping statements, right? Just open your Jupyter notebook in your computer. Once it is open, then let's create the Jupyter file, and we'll work with that particular file for looping statements. So I think, Vijay, when you have an exam? I can't hear you, voice.
Sir, the test is
So I'm not getting your point. Sorry. Just message
already
me.
live, sir.
Okay. Okay. So just
Hello.
launch. Yeah, hello. So my question is, when we have a counter exam?
Sir, the test is already alive, sir. Live.
Oh, it's done. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Oh. Okay. So Kaveri, have you done your call?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Did you
She's
spoke with you?
joining.
Okay. Did you spoke with? Okay. Please meet your systems. Fine. Let's go for creating the new file, new Jupyter file. And so the file name is okay. So 2022. So 01. And what's the today date? It's 26, 2022, and Python looping statements. Okay. So my first question is, you already know that the statements and everything. The first question is here, what is looping statement? What is loops? What is loops, anybody? Tell me, what is loops?
When a statement needs to be run multiple times.
The statement?
Or count a statement which needs to be run multiple times.
Okay, the statement, it can be run in multiple times, right?
Yeah, it has to be executed multiple times.
Okay. Okay. So for example, you have one specific task, that a particular task, same task actually. So particular task in the sense, you have one particular task, the same task we want to do that multiple times, multiple times at a time, multiple times continuously. Okay, continuously. So you have one specific task, that specific task you want to do that multiple times continuously, then you would like to go with this particular looping statements only. Okay, clear, right? Is it clear or not? So when you want to do one specific task, if you want to do that multiple times, then we can go with this particular loops concepts. Because of this particular statements, what you know it, we know how many times we are executing one particular task actually. Without looping statement also, the specific task you can able to do that multiple times, but by the time the code size was increased, the code size is increased, right? But with help of the looping statements we can reduce it. The code size can reduce with help of the looping statements. So not only for doing the multiple times, it it can help you, to reduce your code size also. Okay, it can help you to reduce the your code size also. And third one is time complexity. time complexity time complexity means we can have some kind of time execution, speed of execution, we can increase it. We can increase the, what we can increase, we can increase the speed or time.
Speed.
So when the time is reducing, then speed is
The
increases, right?
productivity increases.
Yeah, yes, absolutely correct. So the time complexity is less. So which means speed can increase. The meaning of it, speed is increased. We can increase the speed. And moreover, the code, the way of writing the code is very simple. The code writing or the code implementation was very simple, or the simple to write the program. You can simply say that, simply to write a program, write the loops. So, and you know how many times, for example, I want to do that 100 times. If you are not using the loops, then you should write the same task 100 times. Maybe in a 90 times you forgot it, your copy paste, right? Maybe you don't know how many times you copy pasted, so you miss the count. Because of that issue, maybe you're facing some kind of problems from the client side. So to overcome that kind of issues as well, okay, so that we can simply write the code with help of the loops. Clear? So in case of Python programming language, there are two type of loops are there. The first one is the while loop. The first one is what? A while loop. Whatever second one is the for loop.
Loop.
Yeah, but we have one more thing is there, nested loops. Nested loops in the sense, maybe one loop it contains the another loop. Nested loops means the loop it may contains the another loop. That's we are calling it say nested loops. Okay, there are only two type of loops are there, while and for, but with help of the while and for you can able to create the nested loops. Within this particular nested loop, maybe while versus while, okay, maybe while contains the while, or else maybe while contains the for. Third one is maybe for contains the while, or maybe for versus a for, that means for contains the for only. Okay, so there is different kind of nested loops. We can implement it as per your knowledge, as per your interest, as per your understanding of the problem. Whenever we require, we can use it, those particular loops. But if you are understood the while and for the basic scenario, then we can able to easily implement the nested loops. Otherwise it will be little complicated for you. Okay, so fine, now let's go for understanding the while loop. So when coming to the while loop, when you come up with the while loop, then what happen we'll see. Okay, so first I will write the syntax for it. The syntax is the program which is starting from the first statement onwards. Okay, let me consider the program which is starting the first statement onwards, second statement, third statement, and going on. Okay, by the time we got the while is the keyword, it can help you to create the while loop, and followed by the condition, followed by the condition. So when you want to start the loops, when you want to create the groups, or when you want to create the blocks, then we should use the colon symbol, right? So the colon, and the next, the statements what you want to write inside of the while, or whatever the task you want to repeat it multiple times, then that particular task we should write inside of the while block. Okay, so here we can give you the statement. For example, this is the statement 1 inside of the while. So the next statement, the next statement, it exactly the below the while. Third statement, then fourth statement, then fifth statement. Okay, this is end statement. We don't have any kind of end for closing the block. We don't have any kind of thing. We don't have any kind of a keyword to end the blocks. Okay, we don't have any kind of keywords to end the blocks. But thing is that when you are when you are remove the space, and when you're writing the statement in exactly the while keyword, which means that it is out of the while, that is out of the while. Clear? So this is the stop statements, the statements outside of the while. It can be executed if and only if this is the while block is done, this is the while block was done. Okay, okay. So here the statements what we written inside of the while, these are the statements only can be repeated multiple times. Okay, let me try to explain in a flow chart what will be happening here. Let's do this particular thing. For example, the program which is starting from the first statement, so this is the part. Okay, by the time of execution of the each and every statement, by the time of execution of each and every statement, maybe after some times you got the condition, but this is the condition not inside of the if. This is the condition which is available in the while keyword, which is available in a while a keyword. So while is the keyword which is having the some condition. Okay, so maybe the condition can be true, or maybe the condition is false. If in case the condition was true, if in case the condition was true, then whatever the task you are implemented inside of the while, that it can be executed, that it can be executed. Once the task execution is completed, what it will do, again it will be go for checking the condition only. Again it will be go for checking the condition. So again, if it is go for the checking the condition, what will be happening here? So again the condition can be true, or maybe sometimes the condition can be false. Again, if the condition is true, the task can be executed, same task can be executed. Again, after the execution of the task, it will be go for checking the condition. After checking this particular condition, maybe the condition was true. After the condition was true, then again the task was executed. This will go on This will go on until unless the condition was false. Otherwise, it never ends. It can go until unless your Stack Overflow is filled. That means your computer can crash. It never go for it. It never end it. Okay. So that when you are using the loops, make sure that give you some kind of okay strategy and make that the condition can be false in any cost of time. Okay, any point of time the condition should be false. Otherwise, the loop is repeating in that particular loop only. Is never come out from that particular loop. Okay, so for example, at any cost or any situation the condition was false, then the while loop can be ends, right? But thing is that in a Python programming language, we have the one optional block is there. We have the one optional block is there. The optional block is it should be else. It should be else. So this is the else. We can able to write it. So this is the else block. But this is the else can be executed when the condition is false. Shit. So this is the task we should write it. But this is else block can be executed. Oh god, this is the way it's very tough to write. Once the else block is done, the loop is done. Okay, yeah, just note it in this particular way. So I just want to explain one more time. So when the program is starting from the first statement, it being executing statement by statement by statement. By the time of by after some times, after some statements, maybe you got a condition, the condition which is there inside of the while. So the while which is checking the condition, the rule of the while is if the condition was true, it can enter into the cursor or the execution is going into inside of the while. After execution of the all the statements inside of the while, it will be go for checking the condition inside of the while again. Okay, so again the condition was true, the statements what we written inside of the while again it will be executed. So this is the process will continuously doing it until unless the condition was false, the while condition was false. But in case of Python programming language, even the condition is false, we have an optional block that is else block. The else block will execute if and only if the while block, the while condition was failed. Otherwise, is never executes. Clear? So let me write it else block also. That is optional, guys. That is optional. There is no mandatory for it all. So here the else block and executes. So this is also block, so that you should give you some kind of a colon symbol. So this is the exactly the syntax for the while loop. So can you please take this screenshot for this one? Okay, let me write a small program for understanding of this particular syntax. Write a program, print 1 to 10. So when you want to print 1 to 10, then we should write the print 1 and we should print the 2, or else directly number also we can do it, right? Print 1 and print 2, print 3 and so on. we should write this particular, we should write until 10. So this will be very tough to write that many statements, right? This will tough to write that many statements, right? Same program, if I use the loops, how I should do that? So I need to starting from the 1 so that I can use the 1 here. So this is the I. Every time I need to print it until unless, every time I need to print the I until unless the I value which is reaching to the 10, until unless I value is reaching to the 10. So initially I value is the 1, okay, so that it will be go for checking this particular condition. How it will be happening, I would like to explain one more time, guys. So I have the one particular box. This is the box indicating that it's my I. So initially the I which is having the 1. So this is the I 1 less than or equal to 10. Condition is a true. Once the condition is true, then which is printing the I value. What will be the value of I? It will be the 1 or not? So that which is printing the 1. After printing the 1, again it will be go for checking the same condition. By the time I value is how much? Again I value is the 1 only. In this particular box we have I value is 1 only, right? So again it was printing the 1 only. So for third iteration, again it will be go for the checking the condition. I value again it's a 1 and I less than or equal to 10, condition is true. Again it was printing the 1. But my intention is I want to print
One
the 1 to
to
10, right?
one.
Yeah, I want to print 1 to 10, right? But this is the loop which is unable to do it. The reason is that you are not able to updating. You're not updating the I value. For updating the I value, we can use the assignment operator. I equal to I plus 1 or else I plus equal to 1. Anything we can use it. It's up to your choice. So once it is reaching to the 10, I value which is reaching to the 10, the condition is true. 10 versus true. 10 less than or equal to 10, condition is true. Then I value is printing. Again I value is updating by 1. 10 plus 1, it's 11. 11 will be holding inside of the I only. So again it will be go for checking the condition. Now I value is the 11. 11 less than or equal to 10, condition was false. Once the condition is false, whatever the statements we have it inside of the while, it was not executed. So you have this optional block. It's up to your choice. If you want to use it, we can use it. Otherwise you don't need to use it at all. Okay, so you can print the while condition was fail, while condition is fail. If and only if while condition is fail, then only the else block can execute. See, within 5 to 6 or 1 to 4 statement only, you can able to write the program to print the 1 to 10. But when I used this particular traditional program, so for every time you should print 1. If you want to print 10 print statement, you should write the 10 lines. But now within 4 lines, 5 and 6 are optional. Within 4 lines only, we are done your program. We done your program. Is it correct or not? Yeah, can you please notate this example? So guys, this is very important. Sometimes this is the box, this is in square of 2 inside of 2 instead of 2, it will sometimes like star indicating that it was running backgroundly. By the time you just click on the kernel, and we can use reconnect or shutdown or restart and clear all output. Okay, and restart we can use it. So anything you can use it, guys. Okay, so if it is showing the start, it means that it is running. So you don't know where to stop and how to stop, you don't worry, just to click on the kernel and we can able to stop your running program. Click on restart or click on shutdown, whatever it is, or reconnect. Clear? Is this clear?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, done, right? Now we just remove the while, sorry, we just remove the else. We can execute the same program. What will happen, we'll see. Just remove it. So the program can execute. Okay, that's it. It's while is optional, just that's it. Now nothing is that here. Write a program, find the sum of 100 natural numbers. Okay, so it may be 100 or sum of n natural numbers. Instead of 100, you can go with n natural numbers. So here n is the your number. If I enter the 100, then it was doing the first 100 natural numbers. If I enter the 1000, it will be go for first 1000 natural numbers. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's cool. Like, let me do that particular thing. So when it's optional by the user can decide what is the n value. Enter n in int. Okay, so you should enter the n value in integer format. That you need to converting into the integer. The default it's a string format. For that one, we can use the int function. So directly it was converting now integer data type only. After that, so I would like to find the sum. Initially the sum is the variable which always updating from 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So every time which is doing some number, right, which is doing the sum, and the value which is updating inside of the sum only. For that one, I am defining the one variable. The name of the variable is here sum. Okay, I would like to defining the sum initial variable. Okay, my initial variable is, it's my I value. Okay, it's my I value. So natural numbers are starting from the 1 and it will ends with the n, so that the I value is the 1 now. So this is the I until unless reaching to the n, it will be sum with, it will be sum with the previous sum value and present I value, and the result of that one which is updating with the same sum variable. Okay, for every iteration the sum which is updating. Meanwhile I also need to be updated, otherwise I value is sitting in the place of 1 only. You would like to change this I value, it would be reaching to your n value. Okay, so that I plus equal to 1, which means that I equal to I plus 1, guys. I equal to I plus 1. So don't confuse about this one, it's a comment. This is just a comment. So about this one, so when you're writing the program, comments are very very important. So sum equal to sum plus 1. Maybe in future if you want to understand what exactly this one, you can able to note it. So while can stop, while can stops when I is more than n. If and only if I value is more than the n, then only the while can be stopped, otherwise it's keep on running it. After iteration of all, then it will be go for else block. Within this particular else block, so while successfully stopped.
Hello,
Successfully,
sir.
yes.
Hello,
Yes, tell me.
sir. But మనం ఒక కండిషన్ లెస్ దాన్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ ఇచ్చాం కదా సార్.
Yeah.
కండిషన్ I is less than or equal to n ఇచ్చాం కదా సార్.
అవును.
అప్పుడు I more than n ఎలా వస్తుంది సార్?
So here just try to understand this line. This is the just English statement. Okay, the meaning of this one is the while can be stopped when I is more than n, otherwise I value is the less than n only, right, or less than or equal to n only, right. if and only if I value is the less than or equal to n, the while is repeating. But what I written above statement, while was stops or while can stops when I is more than the n. Both are same only. Yes or no?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
It's just a statement. It's just English statement. I written it. So the meaning of this one in a different way I explain it. Okay. The while can be stopped when I value is the more than n, which means that what I value is the less than or equal to n. Until unless I value is the less than or equal to n, the while is repeating. It's indirectly that is the meaning only. Okay. So while successfully stopped, now we would like to go for print the sum. Sum of you have to print the sum of first n natural numbers is, so or is, or you can say anything is, you just print it some variable. So if variable and string, you should be separated with the comma operator. Okay, now we can run it. So now if I enter the 100 is the, if I enter the n value is the 100, then sum of first 100 natural numbers are, it's a 50, a 50. Okay, so 1000, it's a 500, 500. Is it clear? So here I used the while as well as else also. So the while can be repeated in this particular example until unless the I value is the more than the n, until unless the I value is less than the n, the while can be repeated. So while can be stopped when I is more than the n. Okay. Yep. So just noted this example. Is it clear, or any other question is there? Okay, I'm just waiting for you confirmation.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just want to give you some example. Write a program, find the sum of digits in a number. Okay, for example, if I enter the number is this one 34,677, 672, so which means 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 2, what will be the result that you should find with help of the this particular program? Next program, that's your assignment. Write a program, print the even digits in a number. So for example, if you enter a number is some value, okay, within this one, what are the Even digits, guys. 8 and again 8.
4, sir. 4.
It's a 4, right? 8, 8, 4, right? Next one is write a program, find the sum of odd digits, in a number. Write a program, find the sum of odd digits in a number. Okay. And for example, which means that, so we have this one. So you should tell me what are the odd numbers. It's a 3 plus 7 plus and
3.
again 3 plus
3.
7. It's right. So total it's a 20. So you should get the result is 20. Next one is write a program, find the given number is palindrome or not. So palindrome means if you have a number, if you do the reverse, you can get the same number. Before that one, we can write a program reverse of a number. Write a program, find the reverse of a number. Reverse of a number. So which means if I enter the 674, you should get the result is 476. Okay. Then write a program, find the given number is palindrome or not. If you enter the number is 454, then after you should do the reverse. Then you should get the same number, right? 454, so that it's a palindrome. Otherwise, it's not a palindrome. So these are the 5 examples. You just do it and you can share this particular outputs for me. Okay, clear?
So one question.
Yeah.
So what is difference between reverse and palindrome? Both are same, no?
So palindrome reverse will help you to find out the palindrome. Okay.
Okay.
So all reverse numbers are not palindrome, but when you reverse the number, then the reverse number and the original number, the both are same. Here this is 674 and this is 476, but here the 454, if you reverse it, you are getting the same number, then it's a palindrome. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
See you. We will meet in tomorrow's lecture. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Let me go
Bye.
for a
Bye, sir.
whenever canvas.
And where to submit this assignment?
So if you want to submit, then you can submit to okay. So I can send you the mail. Okay, you can send that code into that particular mails. Okay.
Okay. Anil.
Else I will add the assignments here. Assignments. while loop. Okay. I think, can you see your canvas things? Will you able to visible these things or not?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Mm,
Sir, are you free after this class?
yeah,
Yeah, Kirti wants to talk with you.
sure.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. See you. Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Yeah, bye.